Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we'll be discussing urban tactics, defense, and attack in Waterloo at home. I know my mic sounds a bit goofy, but, well, it saves me some time in editing. I don't have to edit in everything I have to say. Without further ado, let's get into it. Of course, you want to gather your materials first, so I spent a lot of time before this, well, one, troubleshooting my mic, because I couldn't talk for a while, and two, getting the materials I needed. This is on my private server. No, I don't just have a random script. So, urban setting is these villages. There's about 2 small ones scattered here, and 1 large one all the way back there. I think we'll start with this larger one, because, while it's larger, it allows me to show you on a larger scale. Perhaps that's better for this demonstration. Anyways, you're saying I should increase speed. Just go a bit faster. So, you're going to want to set up your flag in the middle of one of these street corners. This intersection right here, you can put walls from house to house, and you're also going to want to barricade any entrances. Oh, this is a nice spot, because you can wall off all these areas. And all these little houses here are spots to defend. They're kind of barricaded off from each other by streets, but that should be fine. That will become important later. Close houses are good. So once you choose your spots, yeah, this middle section is good. It allows you to hit 4 of these little blocks. You're going to slap down your flag, of course. Let's just call it Delmic Resistance Outpost. We'll simplify it. Urban Resistance Outpost. And we'll slap down our flag. Don't mind the song I put, or lyrics I put there. Put down your gate. You know, never really see a white gate, do you? Always blue or red. Slap down a couple cannon walls. I always put these just for some extra firepower on your base. Now this is the central point of your base. This part should be well defended because it will be the, well, of course, the spawn point, and also the point that starts branching out to other places, which will be key and later in this defense instruction. I'll probably speed this up in the video. Speed up the building process in the video to get down to the more important bits. Since this is a demonstration and there isn't any actual enemy, I will not be putting down cannon ammunition. In fact, I probably shouldn't put down cannon walls since they're more expensive. Actually, no, I'll put them down just so you get a better idea of what the base should look like. So you can do whatever you want with the middle section, really. Put a tower prefab with artillery, whatever you want. So, wall off all the entrances. Also watch the houses, there's doorways through them, and your enemy will likely use those doorways to try and bypass your walls. So you want to put walls and definitely traps in there. That will become more important later when we get to, well, a little bit of a trap section. Because the traps can make an urban siege incredibly difficult. if you have to breach every door, and behind every door there's 6 bear traps, and you constantly keep getting killed by the bear traps, well, you're not going to want to enter the buildings. Alright, simple walls, cost a lot more materials than it should have. Then you're going to want to put access points to the roof. This is the big part of my tactics when it comes to urban warfare. Voice is already getting a bit hoarse, and should probably get some water. So you put some access points to the roof. This is where the fun begins, because this is your central defense point, right here. You're going to branch out from roof to roof in all these sectors. What this essentially does is allow you to control the whole city, allow you to maneuver across the entire city while maintaining cover, and also finding enemy hiding spots. Makes a siege incredibly hard to carry out. I'm gonna get some water, so excuse the short pause. Alright, clears up my voice a bit. So from here, I definitely recommend using the... I should stop flying. Using the, it's getting bad again. Large straight sandbags. These are your little bridges. I'm gonna bridge from base to base. Like this. Maybe make it a bit more convenient. Of course it won't be perfect, but a little bit of parkour never hurt anyone. For longer gaps you can use the large wooden walls. But, you know, it makes it a bit more obvious. Not sure if that makes much of a difference. You will want to set up defenses on each of these houses, like gabions, barriers, walls, whatever. But that'll come later. The first main step is just creating access to each house. See, for a gap like this, you're going to want your walls. Just like so. One wall. It's pretty sure a gap to jump. Then just put a ladder. These high vantage points are the best, since, well, they have a lot more room. From here, if you really want to get some good defense, you put down more walls to prevent them from firing upwards. So this is the rooftop section, basically. It can be an incredible pain. I like to use this tactics when building recruitment outposts. It also advantage of urban bases. Cover. Hard to bombard them with all these houses in the way. Now with a network of bases and houses like this, well, it won't be very hard to find any enemies. Enemy flag bearers like to hide. You can get them. You don't need to worry about them. Because if they're hiding behind this house, it's just as simple as running over and tagging them. So this means that they have to spawn further outside of your network of bases, maybe here, to stay away from your network. And they have to expose themselves going across the street. Perfect for sniping. So you're going to keep going network to network. That's why these intersections are so important, because you access 4 blocks. And you're just going to make a chain. House to house. For the sake of time, I'm not going to do that. I will show you the next defense part for these houses. Each of these houses is a potential breach, of course. Your walls don't extend in them. A man could walk through this door, out through this one. Oh, never mind. You're still safe. And flank you. He's still outside the walls. These are also great cover spots for the enemy and your friends. So your rooftop network could be very good. But it probably won't matter. At least not as much. If your enemy just hides in here. Of course, you can't shoot through the roof. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make getting in these little houses living hell. Place a bunch of bear traps. 2 are enough to kill a man at full health. They cost 5 materials. You stockpile enough materials, you can kill an entire squad walking in here. So just put a bunch of those down. Also put a wall to make it harder to get in. It could be just a simple team door to an actual stone gate. If you really want to make sure they don't get in here. And if you really want to kill any squad that tries to breach, just place one of these down. Explosion kills anyone out in the radius, including if they're outside. These bear traps also don't have a UI. You see, it shows the bomb and its UI. It shows the health. These don't got that. That's what makes them more hidden. So imagine you're just walking through, right? If you just cleared out this alley, you walk through, bang bang, dead. You're gonna do that throughout the city. It costs soldiers every door they breach. Very good. As for that, I think, of course, I had ladders here. That should be it for our Urban Tactics demo. Of course, it takes a lot longer to set up this, because you gotta go network to network, and also trap all the houses. Perhaps you can get a sniper tower. This is mostly guerrilla warfare tactics. Very effective at defending. Now, how do you attack? I'll do that in a second section, right after this video, so I don't have to rebuild. And I hope you enjoyed.